school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to Victory Field tonight in Old Town, the site of our Class C showdown on the gridiron. You see it there, the Old Town Coyotes and the Hampden Academy Broncos as we welcome you into the Darlings pregame show. Hampden is looking for their first victory of the season. The Coyotes trying to make it 2 in a row after a 59-27 victory over MCI from Class D a week ago. We're presented by Greenway Equipment Sales here on Ticket TV, your local John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's, where extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the quarter pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's an extra value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. We're also presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experiment. The Darlings pregame show comes up right around the corner. We welcome my broadcast partner Chris Hoare into the broadcast, and we'll tee up this one between the Coyotes and the Broncos in just a couple of moments on Ticket TV.
Now open, Darlings Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, getting ready for the kick between the Coyotes and the Hampden Academy Broncos on Ticket TV. There's a healthy crowd filtering in here as well for this Class C contest on Ticket TV, which is presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. I'm Mark Paulette coming at you from the Quirk Auto Group broadcast booth, joined on the call tonight by Chris Hoare. Chris, as I mentioned in the last segment, we got the Old Town Coyotes looking to make it a streak, if you will, back-to-back wins after putting up 59 points last week against MCI. And for the Hampden Academy Broncos, in search of win number 1 this year as we take a look at the Class C standings here.
Yeah, this should be should set up for a pretty good game. They're ranked 10th and 11th. Both teams have shown promise in some of their games where they've played the top end of the division, where they've moved the ball, they just haven't been able to cash in and score. And obviously, with Old Town pulling out a win last week, they're going to be feeling pretty good and scoring a lot of points in that win. Feeling pretty good coming in tonight and defending their home field against Hampden.
Here, taking a look at the beast that is Class C, the statewide division. You see the two teams down there in 10th and 11th place. That look at the Class C standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Also tonight on Ticket TV, you see Herman as one of those 3 teams up at the top with an undefeated record. The Hawks hosting Skowhegan, the Riverhawks, in a Class BC crossover matchup tonight at Pottle Field in Herman. Also on Ticket TV, Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Let's meet these teams now by taking a look at the rosters, and we start off with the visitors, making the trip over from Hampden Academy. Head coach Robinson St. Tard, he was part of our Ticket Two-A-Days feature that we had the last couple of weeks of the summer leading into the high school football season. He was talking about how they lost a ton of seniors last year, but you still see a whole lot of SRs up there on the screen, Chris, because they were able to reload and even take some kids from around the school that maybe weren't playing football a year ago and bring them into the program.
Yeah, looking at that roster I've done one other game with you, and that roster was huge. Those Brewer and Gardner. There were three sections of teams over there. This is a little bit smaller roster than we're used to, and it's going to be small next year as well. With all the seniors that are going to graduate off this, Hampden's going to have to find a way to continue to get involvement from additional players in this program.
Yeah, just taking a look at some of the players to highlight here tonight. Gavin Monyock, the quarterback, senior, number 12. He was 10 of 15 passing for 69 yards and an interception in last week's loss. Overall, for the season, he's thrown for right under 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. They are led in the backfield, are the Broncos, by Gabe Thornwell. Gabe last week had 17 carries for 52 yards with a long of 14. He's carried the ball this year, well, let's see here, 55 times for just under 300 yards and a couple of touchdowns. The Broncos also like to spread it around a bit in the passing game. Julian McEwing, Nixon Moores, Trey Collier, Ashton Aroke, all getting involved there. Now let's take a look at the home side, the Old Town Coyotes. And Chris, there's some of that smaller print you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of kids in their program from freshmen all the way up through seniors, so it's a pretty balanced roster. A little bit younger on the younger side, obviously, versus what Hampden has. That bodes very well for the Old Town future.
And some players to keep an eye on tonight for the Coyotes. It would be the quarterback, Ethan Clausen, number 3, a junior. He had a big game on the ground last week as part of that 59-point effort. 9 carries for 173 yards, 4 touchdowns. And right after him, Charlie DeGrasse followed it up with 213 yards and 2 touchdowns of his own. The Coyotes, as a team last week, carried the ball 66 times for 411 yards in that win.
Yeah, they're a dynamic duo between Clausen and DeGrasse. And Clausen's one of those players that he's dangerous whenever he has the ball in his hands. And what Hampden's going to have to do tonight is try to contain him the best they can.
That peek of the roster is brought to you by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now at umaine.edu/online. There's a shot of the home team in the all-black uniforms, the green lettering with white trim. Ticket TV is presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. We'll take our final time out of the Darlings pregame show, and when we return, it's time for the kick between the Coyotes and the Broncos, up next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides, if it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us, because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
All right, let's check out the Kubota lineup, coached by Doors Equipment in Bangor.
Wow, that's a beast right there.
Yeah, and this bruiser can really move the pile.
The field doesn't stand a chance.
Uh-oh, the other team's looking orange with envy.
You mean green with envy?
No, orange is in Kubota orange, built to mow down the competition.
And with Doors Equipment coaching this crew, I feel bad for the other team.
Better luck next year, boys.
Making the competition orange with envy. Doors Equipment, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hampden or Auburn.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, and after a stirring rendition of America the Beautiful up first, the national anthem performed by the Coyote Band, we are ready for football between Old Town and Hampden Academy. The band, Chris, led by a man with maybe a foot in both camps, split right down the middle tonight. Hampden Academy alum Jay Baines and leader of the Coyote Band.
I didn't even know you could do that if you're that kind of an alum at a purple school to go to a green school.
Man of many colors is that Jay Baines, part of our Ticket TV crew, and Ticket TV is presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And also brought to you by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Dean's is the presenting sponsor for our Keys to the Game. Chris, what do you have for the Coyotes and the Broncos?
Yeah, for Hampden, it all starts with containing Clausen. They got to get 8 guys to the ball at all times. Pursue, don't over-pursue. Their aggression on defense sometimes can cost them. Clausen is dynamic. And then the other part is you can't sleep on DeGrasse in the backfield. He gets downhill, he's going to make you work to make tackles. So everyone needs to get to the ball. Offensively, they need to protect Monyatt. if he's protected, he's a pocket passer who can throw. He can run as well. He's a dual threat. But if you give him time to throw and his receivers get open, he's going to cut you in half. For Old Town, get pressure on Moniak. It's just the opposite of what I just said there for Hampden. You got to get pressure on Moniak, make his skill players BQ, make good plays. Execute on offense. You know, they run multiple different sets. Out of those sets, they got to be able to execute, take chunk plays, and convert on those chunk plays.
There are the keys to the games. You see both teams huddled up right at midfield, ready to get this one underway on Ticket TV. Our coverage presented by the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news for Mid-Coast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Wyndham, their team is ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better at the Furniture Gallery. It looked like the Coyotes won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so it'll be Hampden ball to get us underway tonight at Victory Field. Great atmosphere here in Old Town. Obviously, the band playing a big role in that. Few bands can show off like the Coyote band can.
Yeah, they're an excellent band, and we've seen them a lot in basketball over the years, and they're a great production. Well done.
Mentioned some of the key players for the Broncos in the pregame, led by Gavin Moniak, the senior QB, number 12, just under 400 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Broncos like to spread the ball around a bit, but Gabe Thornwell, the main guy to carry it. Almost 300 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns as well. And Chris, out on the field, we're seeing a little replay of what happened at the beginning of overtime last night in Thursday Night Football, where there was a bunch of confusion between the Niners and the LA Rams as to who was fielding the overtime kick first, what end were they kicking down. The teams had to eventually flip, and that's what we just saw play out here before the start of this one.
It's that extra 100-yard jog that the teams get back in. Well, at least the return team has to get all warmed up for it.
All right, it appears we are now ready for the kick tonight. One more whistle away. There's the whistle. Look to both sides. The run up, and the ball is in the air. That is a deep kick all the way back down inside the 10, where it's collected. And getting tackled out across the 20-yard line. Yeah, Julian McEwen. Nice job to get 20 yards out of the return for having to backpedal and catch it over his head.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, you put your heels on a yard line. I think he had his on the 10, and you're not really supposed to go back and try to catch it over your head. Just let it go in the end zone. But he wanted to make a play, and, they get a better position than, well, they're at the 20 anyways, 21.
That's where the Broncos will begin the action tonight on Ticket TV.
As you watch Moniak, he's one of those quarterbacks. I mean, he looks like a quarterback. He stands in the pocket tall. He is tall. He's calm. He surveys the field well, and if Old Town gives him time to look, he's going to make plays.
Moniak, a little pitch here to Thornwell, who cuts it upfield. And a gain of about 5 on the first down run. We got the Coyote down there on the sideline.
It's one thing watching some of the tape that I watched on both these teams is Thornwell is put his foot in the ground to get downhill. He wants to run through people. He's not looking to use speed to get around them. He's looking to put his foot, see the first daylight, and take off. And if someone gets in his way, he's going to run him over.
Second down and a long 6 here for the Broncos. Moniak flanked by Thornwell again. He's got the hand. He cuts it back to the near side, and 3 black shirts right there to drag him down. Gang tackling by the Coyote defense. And it's going to be third and about medium here for the Broncos.
Yeah, you'll see Hampden run their offensive set where they give the ball on an inside handoff. It's a sweep play. They'll pull the backside guard to tackle, and the front side will basically block down towards the direction where the other linemen are coming from. They're trying to basically create a corner for the running back to get through because they had a bunch set of a receiver and 2 tight end and 2 receivers on that side to go along with the 2 pulling blockers, and hoping to get more numbers on that side as they attack.
Tight formation here out of the shotgun look for the Broncos ahead of 3rd and 5. Moniak will pass, rolling to his right, looking to throw, and Aaron down the sideline, wide open receiver, and taking it to the house. A dream start for the Broncos as Logan Powers into the end zone for 6, less than 2 minutes into this one.
Yeah, and he was tight to the line. He just basically streaked up the field, and the handoff was enough play action to have Old Town get sucked up inside on the defensive backfield. And that left Powers wide open, and you can see the arm that Moniak has. Even on the run, that was a great ball.
So about a 74-yard touchdown strike right there. Broncos took over at the 21. That was a 3rd and 5, maybe 73 yards. Either way, very impressive. Extra point blocked down. So the Coyotes able to get a little momentum as they come off the field after a long touchdown given up on the opening drive. Ticket TV coverage presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Visit northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. We're also brought to you by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Well, Chris, how do you respond from a 75-yard touchdown 3 plays into the game? That's what the Coyotes are faced with on their opening drive.
Yeah, we're about to find out. I think Old Town's got the reserve here that they can do it. Maybe a little bit different style than what Hampden's going to run. But maybe that's the punch they needed in the face to get going.
A 75-yard touchdown strike to Logan Powers. Here's the kick, and having a jump on it. Right up at the 40-yard line. So it'll be good starting field position here for the Coyotes, but a little nervousness there during the kick, having to get down on that ball as it squibbed over in front of their sideline.
Old Town will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Coyotes break the huddle. Ethan Clausen and Charlie DeGrasse, 2 guys that make it go for the Coyotes offensively. Clausen with 519 yards on the ground. He's got the ball here on the quarterback keeper, trying to bring it near side, and he is forced out of bounds. Just getting his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a hair beyond it, was Clausen on the 1st down run.
Yeah, that's a good start for him, and staying at home on the backside as Clausen pulled the ball out, as DeGrasse headed to the right. Clausen pulled out, went left with the ball, the keeper, and Hampden was there. They stayed at home, didn't over pursue.
No gain on the 1st down run for Clausen. Second down, here's a give to DeGrasse, trying to find a hole. Not much there. The Broncos blow it up early and wrap him up after a short game on 2nd.
Yeah, a little counter play, and Hampden did a good job holding the edge and not getting kicked out. They closed the hole down.
Third down and 8 coming up here for the Coyotes. Clausen throwing the football this year. Has completed about 26% of his passes for 230 yards. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. They'll need a good gain out of this one to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, the percentage doesn't look good, but he's more than a capable passer.
Shotgun snap to Clausen. He's looking to throw. Down that far sideline, he airs it out. Jump ball broken up. And making the play down there defensively is Logan Powers, the guy who caught the long touchdown for the Broncos on offense.
Yeah, good clean fight for the ball. Both players were going for it, and that was an impressive throw by Clausen. He stepped into it and got the ball down there about 35 yards on a line.
3 and out here for the Coyotes, who are showing punt formation on their own side of midfield.
And if you're Old Town, that wasn't the response you wanted to give to Hampden after they just shocked you with a 74-yard touchdown pass.
Clausen doing the punting duties, putting that one into the air, and he gets a bounce out of it as it skips out of play inside the 30 all the way down to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Broncos will take over on their second possession of the evening. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. So no waiting for a sale, over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com. They've bumped up the starting field position to the 30. Thought that's where it went out.
That's the old, where's the official going to stop walking? Everyone guesses there. Well,
officially
right.
The 30 here where the Broncos begin this possession. And Thornwell wrapped up right at the line. Second down and 10. After a gain of nothing on the first down run.
Yeah, and if you're Old Town, if you can blow up those guys pulling, you push them farther in the backfield, they're going to push the running back farther back too. When you pull, you want to get down the line and actually take an angle across the line if you can.
Moniak with Thornwell at his left. Fakes the handoff, bubble screen out wide, and this one is blown up behind the line of scrimmage. A great tackle for the loss on the far side of the field by the Coyotes.
Didn't see who that was, but it was a great job. Number 1 for Old Town. Brandon Shands. Great read of the play. Saw the receiver step back, and his key was to read him. And excellent angle of attack on the tackle.
That was Powers again on the receiving end, but a loss of about 3 there. Sets up 3rd and long. Coyotes looking to get off the field. Moniak rolling near side, looking to throw. He finds a man. It's Powers again who gets blasted out of bounds. He was short of the line to gain. And it's going to bring up 4th down here. Decision time for Hampden. Is it short enough there, or is 3 yards too much on your own side of the field?
They're 0-4 right now. I think this is something, and they start out the game with a bang. Why not try to get another momentum piece right here? That just shows the talent of Moniak right there. There was no receiver. He was well covered. They were well covered downfield beyond him, and he just threw a strike just far enough that Powers could separate just enough to get his hands on it.
Gain of about 11, they'll call it, setting up 4th and 2. The Broncos have to get to the 40-yard line.
They try to draw him off?
There's a whistle on the field, and a flag comes out. Laundry out there. And some movement up front. The Coyotes are clapping.
I think the receiver on the far side started over the ball, over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, lined up in the neutral zone. False start is officially the call going against the Coyotes, going against the Broncos, so back them up 5, and it's going to make it 4th and about 7 here. Does that change the math for Hampden Academy?
Yeah, I believe it does. New guys in, guys on the field off. Looks like they're going to punt.
Looks like Thornwell back to do the kicking duties for the Broncos. So the Coyotes able to get off the field here on their second possession defensively. Low snap handled by Thornwell. He's got it blocked. Straight up in the air. The Coyotes recover it. A great bounce. They're off and running and going all the way.
Isaiah
Page tying this game at 6 on the block punt touchdown.
I noticed both kickers start short. It used to be like 14 yards back, and they're all really inside like a 9-yard window. You get any kind of pressure, and that's what happens right there. What a great bounce, though. Page in the right spot at the right time.
Page with a 31-yard punt return, blocked punt return touchdown. And now the Coyotes a chance to take the lead just about halfway through this first quarter of play. Alex Bean doing the kicking duties here for the Coyotes. He had a touchdown run and an interception in their win over MCI last week here, trying to put it through the uprights and high into the night sky. He does just that. 7-6, Old Town in front. 7:13 remaining here in the first quarter on Ticket TV, where our coverage is presented by Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers, whatever you haul or store. Main Trailer has you covered in Hampden and in Auburn. Ticket TV also brought to you in part by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat. Or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and in Bangor. A couple explosive plays so far in the scoring column tonight. A 75-yard touchdown strike for the Broncos to Powers. Isaiah Page with a 31-yard scamper to the house after a block punt. 7-6, less than 5 minutes into this one.
You would say Old Town's offense left it up to their defense to respond since they gave up the play in the first series, and they certainly did with a great stand and then the block punt on it.
Here's the kickoff, another deep one here for the Coyotes. Fielded right around the 12-yard line and dropped. Trying to cross the 25. Julian McEwen on the return for the Broncos. This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait, book now at flashmemaine.com. Third series of the night so far for the Broncos, stopped by a false start. The last time they were lined up to go for it, 4th and short, but a false start backed him up. They attempted the punt. It was blocked and taken to the house. Here, Moniak will look to run it. Rolling out to his left initially, now cutting it up the middle. Not much room to operate within, and a short gain of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that's a weak side run away from their trip set that are all bunched up on the right side. That's a popular formation for them to run, what they call the buck sweep, where the 3 receivers block in, but play was designed to go the opposite way to the weak side and try to fool Old Town, but they weren't fooled.
The Old Town Band keeping people entertained here in between the action on the gridiron. Moniak and Thornwall once again in that bunch shotgun formation. Moniak will look to throw here. Pump fakes a couple times, now trying to climb the pocket, and he looks to run. He'll lower his shoulder and get another short gain to set up a 3rd down and medium.
Is that Isaiah Page again on the tackle? Couldn't tell.
Actually, it looked like a gain of about 6 there from Moniak, so it'll be 3rd down and short. 3rd and 3 here for the Broncos as they trade out speed for size ahead of this 3rd and short attempt.
I really like the size of the numbers on Old Town. I just wish they had filled the inside of the number with something other than, the black.
Forest really green on black.
The size is awesome, but you just can't see anything.
And before this play, we got whistles. Referee talking things over with a new Hampden Academy Bronco who came into the game, and they are sending off big number 68, Cole Matson, saying that maybe he was showing a little too much of the undershirt there.
Equipment issue maybe too?
Chin strap issue was the problem there, so the Broncos have to replace him with a new lineman, number 87, Isaac Amon, a junior, running in here before the 3rd and short. Moniak a give. Thornwall tries to take it outside. Laundry flies as the Coyotes wrap up the Hampden back in the backfield. Now we have to see what the penalty flag is.
Yeah, Hampden showing under center play here with a power eye going to the right side. Thornhill had no place to go other than to bounce it to the outside, and the defensive end was there.
Old Town declining that. The legal formation penalty there against the Broncos.
That's to be expected when you ran 4 different linemen in from the outside because of chin straps and.
4th down and 3.
And more substitutions coming in for Hampden.
See what the decision is this time. They punted it from about this spot on the field on their last possession, and Thornwall backing up to do it again, but he's taking a few extra steps this time after having his last attempt blocked. The Coyotes get in there again, but Thornwall able to get it away. Punt fielded at the 40. Returned across midfield. Still going for the Coyotes. Still on his feet, deep down into Hampden territory, and great starting field position for Old Town, returning it down to inside the 35-yard line. Let's have another look at who that was.
Tommy King, maybe? Once again, the numbers are kind of tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be Tommy King, number 6, the junior, with a crafty return up the sideline. Coyotes taking over on the Bronco 33-yard line, so a short field to work with. 5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter.
Yeah, and just their second offensive possession. They went 3 and out on their first.
That they did.
Series.
Here's a turn and a give. Fighting for a few yards there. It's DeGrasse.
It's out front by DeGrasse. He got through the hole, and then he stopped, and guys kind of dove over the top of him, and he took one step, and there was another Hampden defender there that got a good stick on him.
2nd and 7 after a gain of 3 on first down. Coyotes not wasting any time getting up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, this is a team that for the year has rushed for over 1,000 yards. Last week alone, ran for 411 and 4 touchdowns in their 59-27 win over MCI. But Hampden Academy is plugging those holes tonight. Gain of 2 that time for DeGrasse. Sets up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, it's another counter play where they pulled a backside guard and they also pulled a backside wing back to come over and lead. And Hampden sniffed it out, and no one touched 2 of the down linemen for Hampden. They were able to penetrate through and blow that play up before he could get anywhere.
3rd down and medium puts Clausen in the shotgun formation. DeGrasse to his right. Clausen looking to run it. He's got DeGrasse as the lead blocker in front of him. He makes a nice move to pick up the first down up the sideline. Tackled at about the 20-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for the Coyotes.
Yeah, total different target to hit for Hampden than DeGrasse. Small, slippery, can jump through cuts, jump through holes, and that designator, that designed run for him was, they've really attacked the right side of Hampden's defense here in this series. We'll see if they come back with something, setting something up.
Gain of 7 for Clausen on the ground that time. Once again, he's coming off a 173-yard and 4 touchdown rushing effort in their Week 4 win. More yellow on the field here. And this play stopped before it begins because it appears that a Coyote was lined up over the football.
Yeah, and that's something coaches drives them nuts because you're set as a lineman to line up off the foot of the person next to you. So it should be all established from the center on out.
Especially when your head coach is a former award-winning college lineman at the Division I level. Can't imagine that's going to make David Gross too happy. Giving the defense a extra free 5 to work with ahead of this first down.
And penalties can kill momentum in a heartbeat.
Ticket TV brought to you by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with your daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules and an office located at 695 Stillwater Avenue right here in Old Town. As a short run to the right by Clausen. Didn't appear to get any gain out of it.
Now, once again, it was deception. They were trying to fake the jet sweep, and he was running back to the opposite side where the motion came from, and Hampden wasn't fooled again on that.
That's a play that you saw the Patriots try to run it a few times last week. It's those long developing plays in the backfield. I'm never a fan of them.
Yeah, and if you're running sweeps like that, if you can't establish the corner, you're never going to get upfield. It's just you're stringing yourself out. You're helping the defense out on those. So
2nd and 15 here from the 24-yard line. Clausen in the shotgun formation. He'll look to throw it. backing up and firing into the secondary and beyond the outstretched arm of Tommy King. 3rd and 15 with 2:30 left in the first quarter. Mentioned the passing numbers for Clausen on the season. Now 15 of 60 throwing the ball for 230 yards, but he's got a little zip behind it.
Yeah, he does. When he's got time and he's got a little bit of space, he really steps into it well and gets himself planted and throws.
3rd and 15, so the Coyotes spread it out here. Clausen looking to throw again. Deep drop, now stepping up and throwing over the middle. Pass complete. Catch made and spun down. Alex Bean. He is across the marker, and it's a first down for the Coyotes.
That's a great read, especially with all the room that Clausen had in front of him. If he wanted to run, he could have, but throws a dart, and that's basically what it was. It was a dart-type throw.
19-yard completion there. First of the game for the Coyotes.
I think one of the things you'll see from Old Town, too, is they have no problem sending their running back, who most of the times it's DeGrasse stays in on the passing plays and helps block on the DN. He'll go out in the pass route, and they'll run him up the sideline. They'll throw a wheel route to him.
This time it's Clausen knifing his way into the end zone, but yeah, a lot of flags came out as he turned that corner, and that is a pretty clear sign of what took place over there.
The official on that side's been a busy guy tonight.
Is that a block in the back call? I wasn't looking at the screen when he made it. So they'll back him up 10 yards here and make it 1st and goal out at the 15-yard line for the Coyotes.
There's definitely a pattern, or a tendency, I should say, for Old Town. They're really trying to attack the right side of their offense, the left side of Hampden's defense.
Well, and like you said a couple of minutes ago, penalties can kill momentum. After each of the last 2 first downs that the Coyotes have picked up, the next play has immediately been blown up by having to go backwards. Clausen switches DeGrasse to his left and now flips it to him. Charlie trying to make a cut. He's able to get through a couple of defenders, now making his way up the sideline all the way down to about the 5-yard line. Nifty running there for DeGrasse and a good gain on 1st down.
And that was all key from the receiver stepping in and making a great inside stock block. I don't know if that was Bean or Tommy King. The numbers 8 and 6 look a lot alike, but he did a great job coming in and peeling off that last guy who had a shot at DeGrasse.
Yeah, it looked kind of like a
negative yards
combo block out there from Shands number 1 and Tommy King coming in to clean it up. Setting up a 2nd and goal now from the 5. Clausen back under center, turns and gives to DeGrasse. He's got a big hole to run through, a broken tackle, and a touchdown. Charlie DeGrasse punching it in for his 5th score of the year.
Yeah, that was just straight power, no lead blocker. The whole right side of Old Town's line sealed that corner great. He didn't get touched until he was in the end zone.
The Coyote version of the naked 5 streaking across the stands down in front of us. Old Town on top by a touchdown. Looking to make it a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with this extra point attempt coming up from Alex Bean. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 14-6 Coyotes with 70 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout and back here for the Hampden Drive right after this on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Conduskeg Road in Levant.
So after my associate's degree, I got married and started a business. I wanted to go back to school. Bachelor of University Studies, it really was sort of like a self-designed track where I was able to take a little bit of everything. I wouldn't have imagined that I would bring life to that once dead goal of mine. My late father's biggest dream was for us to get higher education. I'm very happy to achieve that.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, a nice kick return by Julian McEwing, breaking tackles and making his way up the far sideline in front of the Bronco bench as Hampden Academy beginning this possession at the 35-yard line. To give to Thornwall, and a big hole to run through right up the middle. Thornwall finally dragged down across midfield inside the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's the first time they've shown something inside the tackle box. It looked like a quick little trap.
Pickup of 22
exactly what it was.
On first down.
Guard trapped the tackle on the play side, and Thornwall, like I said, he puts his foot down and he just goes straight ahead.
Clock running in the final minute here of the first quarter. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hampden. Into the backfield now is Brady Smith as Moniak looks to throw, and he's going deep over the middle of the field. Oh, boy. He had his man Powers on the post pattern, but just overthrew him.
Yeah, the safety vacated and came upfield on the fake handoff, and that left the linebacker on the receiver there, and he just overthrew him, missed the.
Those two had connected on their first 3 pass attempts tonight. Moniak had been 3 for 3 for 83 yards and a touchdown. All that work to Powers. Second down and 10.
Old Town's in a 4-4.
Give to Thornwall, trying to sweep it to the near side. Only one blocker over there, but he lowers his shoulder and powers it down to the 30.
Shows good patience. He let his blocker get a good angle before he decided to cut upfield. Allowed him to get a few more yards on that carry instead of just running to the sideline.
An 11-yard pickup on his 6th carry of this opening quarter. And that should take us to the second quarter as the final seconds here tick off. And the Coyotes will carry a 14-6 lead into quarter number 2. Timeout on the field, timeout here on Ticket TV. Back for quarter number 2 right after this.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, there's a good shot of some of the interaction between the student section, the Coyote 5 or 6, or however many shirtless guys they have down there, and a little bit of a race right now. It's like a fair game, carnival game, stacking the rings on the cheerleaders. It appears we have a winner as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Hampden Academy ball. Moniak pitch to Thornwall, trying to get to the sideline and turn it upfield. The Coyotes chasing him all the way over there and tackling him just inside the 30.
Old Town did a good job stringing that out and basically forcing him to the sideline before he could turn upfield. Not giving him any visual where he can put his foot in the ground and turn it up. No lanes to run in.
Second down and a long 6 here for Mognac. He works almost exclusively out of that shotgun formation. 3 receivers up top. Mognac rolling that way and looking to throw, getting chased and getting dropped. Marcus Cody flying into the picture for the sack.
He got shot out of a cannon. He made the decision he was going to go up and attack the quarterback. He came from the inside. Mognac never saw him.
Third down and 14 coming up after the sack. Got to get to the edge of the red zone here on this third down attempt, down to the 21-yard line if they're to extend the drive on this play. Snap to Mognac, drops back, a short drop, now he's flushed out of the pocket, has to throw it on the move, jump ball over the middle, it's broken up, and that was Charlie DeGrasse playing a little bit of center field with the swat.
Not only a throw on the move, but he's throwing back across his body. You know, you hear the commentators at the pro level talk about that all the time, the risky pass of throwing back across your body to the opposite side. It takes a big arm to be able to do that.
Anytime I think of that, I've just got the image of Brett Favre seared into my mind. Well, that was his Minnesota days, right?
So.
Down at the Superdome, throwing back across his body in the NFC title game and getting picked off. Timeout Hampden Academy.
They may be having second thoughts of whether they want to punt or not in that place on the field.
They have 4th and 14, but ball spotted at the 35-yard line. A little bit unsure of what they want to do, so a timeout to talk it over. Our coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Black Fly Coffee. Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and much more at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Also brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff, it's the Coach House with takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. And Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman does repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 207-989-6322.
They're going to go for it.
Trips to the top of the screen. One man down bottom. 4th and 14 here as Mognac rolls out to his right, looking to throw to the sticks. It's broken up. Diving deflection made by the Coyote defender. I believe that was Tommy King. And it will be Old Town ball at the Bronco 35.
Yeah, great job staying above his receiver so he can make a break on the ball when it was thrown.
Their own 35-yard line, issuing a correction to myself there. That's where the Coyotes will begin this drive. 10-16 remaining in the second quarter. Hampden 3 plays into this one. Struck a 75-yard touchdown pass over the top to Gabe Powers, and since then it has been all Coyotes. Clausen with a first down run. He is able to get through the traffic and get near the first down. A pickup of more than 9 yards to set up a 2nd and short. Check that. They're moving the sticks. All right, 10 yards right to the marker.
Another design run for Clausen, which it's a tough offense to stop when your quarterback and also who can throw.
Yeah.
He's also out there as, running back and he's slippery. Like I said, he can get through a hole and he's hard to tackle, not because of his size, just because of his agility.
Racked up 179 yards and 4 touchdowns on just 9 carries last week. Here's a give to Thornwall and give to DeGrasse on a bit of a counter play, and DeGrasse nothing but green grass in front of him all the way down the sideline, forced out.
I think he got a late hit too.
Yeah, that tackle made on the other side of the boundary inside the 25. So
this is that counter play where basically the wingback comes all the way back. He's a lead blocker, which is number 1 in that case. Brendan Shands.
It's a gain of about 30 on the run, and some free yardage coming in after the fact. Late hit out of bounds, and the Coyotes can keep marching their way down towards the end zone. They're going to be set up here with 1st and goal after this.
Yeah, and here's where the penalty doesn't help you gain momentum. I just gave up a 40-yard run to DeGrasse and puts him in the red zone.
I guess it puts it right outside of 1st and goal. They can pick up a first down with the ball spotted right around the 11-yard line. Actually, it's back even beyond that. Here's Clausen coming around to the right, trying to find an angle, and he's going to lose yardage here. Swung out of bounds for a loss of about 2 on first down.
Yeah, he never had a lane to turn it upfield. McEwen did a good job making him bounce out and having to go backwards to try and get around.
Loss of 3 backs up the Coyotes to about the 16-yard line. Shotgun formation here. Clock frozen at 9:21 after that tackle out of bounds.
A little crisscross inside handoff, yes.
Coming back this way and almost taking it. Yes, he did get in. Over the goal line, Brandon Shands on the reverse.
That's that little inside crisscross play where you give it to one running back and he hands off to the other running back coming back the same way.
Shands with his first carry of the game. Take another look. 13 yards to the house. The Coyotes have scored on 2 straight possessions, which comes after a block punt they returned for a touchdown. Looking to go on top by 15 following this extra point. Being 2 for 2 so far tonight with the extra points. This one is up and make it 3 for 3. 21-6. The home team Coyotes in front of the Hampden Academy Broncos less than 3 minutes into this second quarter. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by the Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. They're family owned and operated Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center at 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor or online at BennettAutoCenter.com. 21-6. 21 unanswered points here by the Coyotes. What do the Broncos have to look to do here other than just pick up a couple of first downs and get sustained possession going again?
Yeah, and they can't shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. That last touchdown run, the inside crisscross, is a play that gets run a lot from the teams that ran the single wing.
That kick makes its way out of bounds, and the Broncos are going to have good starting field position here. See what the Broncos decide to do here. They can either take the ball at the 35 or ask for a re-kick, and it looks like they're fine with setting up shop at the 35.
That's probably a good call by Hampden. Kicking for Old Town, he's kicked it deep a bunch of times, so you might as well get the yardage here.
Broncos have been pinned deep a couple of times tonight as they begin this drive trailing by 15. A reminder also tonight on Ticket TV, the Hawks versus the Riverhawks over in Herman, playing host to Skowhegan. Here's a give to Thornwall on first down, trying to get to the edge as a flag flies. Thornwall tackled out of bounds. Taking another look at the replay here, and I think we can see where that call comes in.
Yeah. Offensively, you can't tackle them. Just what we talked about before this drive started. Hampden trying to string some momentum and can't let penalties creep in, and there's a penalty on that first play.
It has been an issue tonight for the Broncos, so I'll back them up. So much for the good starting field position. Back to the 25 and starting off with a 1st and 20 on this possession.
A lot of the running backs I'm seeing in Class C here kind of all have the same build. The Brewer, is it Jackson Branch or Branch Jackson? Bragwellette, that's what it is, sorry.
Moniak just over the outstretched fingertips that time of Powers. Trying to link up with him for a 4th time tonight.
DeGrasse, Thornwall, same build. Dylan Yo from Herman, same build. They all have that same build. You could put them on anyone's team with a different uniform. You could say, okay, that's so-and-so.
Chadwick from Gardner, who we saw last week too. Duty, he was a little quicker in the backfield, but still he could run through guys.
Yeah.
Second down and 20. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this opening half. Thornwall to the left of Moniak, trips to the top of the screen. Claps his hands and receives the snap, looking to air it out. One-on-one coverage downfield, and a great job defensively. The lockdown defense at the back for the Coyotes.
When you say great job defensively, I think the defense was done by McEwen here, basically trying to stop this interception from happening. But it was going to happen because of the great defense that Old Town played on that route.
Goplerud was back there defensively. We've got a injured Coyote here on the field. Action is stopped, so we'll take a timeout as well. Right back here to Victory Field in just a few moments on Ticket TV.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, just about ready to get the action back underway. It is a 3rd down and very long for the Broncos. 3rd and 20. Backed up on their own 25-yard line with 8:50 remaining in the opening half. Moniak, 3 receivers to his right. He's looking that way. Instead, it's a screen here to Thornwall. Nicely set up by the Broncos. The Coyotes, though, able to get through it in that middle level and bring him down well shy of the line to gain.
Yeah, it was a good call. They knew Old Town was going to bring pressure, and how you defeat pressures, you let him come through, over pursue, and you ran a little screen pass. But his blockers ran by the people they needed to block.
Yeah, he got through the first line, and it looked like he might have a path to the sticks there, and then all of a sudden, there were no more white shirts around him to set up that corridor. 4th down and about 6 after the gain of 14. Thornwall will punt it away here.
That one was almost
nearly blocked again. It's booted back there by the Coyotes, picked up off the ground, and advanced up the sideline there for a few more yards by Tommy King.
Dangerous attempt to try and catch that ball, being a low diver and you're sprinting in. It's always tough.
Coyotes taking over at the 42-43 yard line, it looks like. So once again, excellent starting field position here. Short field to work with and a 15-point lead at their back. Clausen and DeGrasse in the backfield. Low snap and a give here. DeGrasse patient running. Fighting, keeping those legs churning and able to get a healthy gain on 1st down.
Yeah, a tough run there. He was able to drag that tackler for another 2 yards. What he does well is he turns his shoulders up the field so he's square to the line. And it creates better vision for him. He's got 2 eyes where he can see up the field versus running sideline to sideline and not getting your shoulders up. You only basically have 1 eye to see.
2nd and 5 for the Coyotes, just shy of midfield. Bean split out near side, going in motion. They fake it to him. Clausen will keep it on the quarterback run. He's trying to stretch it outside, going backwards, and now cutting it upfield, and he gets the 1st down. Out of bounds at the 46 of Hampden Academy.
Thornwall just missed him on that play. He dove at the last minute. He could have got him for a loss, but turned upfield just at the right time.
Pickup of 7 on the QB keeper. Seven carries, unofficially 21 yards so far tonight for the Coyote QB off a big ground performance in week 4 where he ran for 173. More whistles before this one, and that normally means someone on the left side of the line of scrimmage got going early. Let's see what the call is. Once again, a Coyote lining up in the neutral zone. I'm not sure I've ever seen offensive encroachment called as many times in a game, Chris. That's the 3rd time tonight I think it's been called.
Yeah, once again, it's a coach pulls his hair out on those type calls because that's basic setup. It's not like you're anticipating a snap and you're jumping early. You're just lining up wrong before the snap even happens.
David Gross going for a little walk after that call. Getting the water to maybe cool things down. Bean in motion, gets the handoff around the corner on the sweep, cutting it upfield, and he's got a 1st down for the Coyotes.
Isaiah Page just laid out a guy on a great block on the corner to create that seam here. I think it's number 11. I could be wrong.
Ball spotted on the 34.
Brandon Chen's. Once again, these Old Town numbers are killing me. But it was a huge hit. It was a pancake-type block, which opened another, like you called it, a corridor for him to run in. Here it is on that left side. Yeah, it's no, it was DeGrasse.
1st down here, a pitch to DeGrasse. DeGrasse into the 2nd level and close to another 1st down for the Coyotes. Move the sticks, say the referees, so the chain gain has to pick it up after a 10.5-yard run by DeGrasse. Coyotes ripping off some chunk gains here. It was a short field to begin with.
Yeah, and this is an offensive coordinator, this is you've now got into the flow. Everything you're calling successful, you can go one way, that way, go the other way. It's a good feeling to have.
Snap to Clausen. He fakes the pitch, cuts it back to his right, and gets a short gain out of it. Call it a gain of 4 to set up 2nd down and 6. Coyotes also deferred the kick at the start of this one, so they'll be getting the ball back in 5.5 minutes to open up the third quarter. Looking to do the old Patriot double dip there at the end of the first half, start of the second half. Not really something that the Pats have been able to do in the last 6 years, but from the glory years.
The only thing that was a little bit different is they deferred, then gave up a touchdown 3 plays later.
Very true.
But they haven't done it since, so.
Here's a turn and a give. DeGrasse trying to go right up the middle. Not much room there. Tackled by 3 Broncos across the line of scrimmage.
Four-yard run for Charlie DeGrasse. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Coyotes.
4 yards of play is all you need offensively, and that's what DeGrasse has given them on the last 2. There's some movement. The Broncos are pointing at the Coyotes, and again, false start is going to back up Old Town from 3rd and short to 3rd and the longer end of medium.
Yeah, you could see the Hampden linebacker really jump in there to stunt the play and show like he was going to blitz. And Old Town was a little too eager to get in the blocking position art before the snap.
4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half here as the Coyotes line up for a 3rd and 7. Give to DeGrasse. They hand it back on the reverse, and able to get the corner is Shands, but then tackled as he tries to cross the 15-yard line. It'll be 4th and short for the Coyotes. Gain of 6 there for Bean.
That was the play they ran for his last touchdown run.
That was Shands, excuse me. I said it was Shands, and then I wrote it down on my score sheet under Bean's credit. 2nd carry of the night for Shands. 4th and 1 here for Old Town.
Yeah, it's hard when they have similar builds and their numbers are 6 or 8. Yeah. You can't tell if they're hooked together or 1 or 11.
Easily interchangeable, and here, timeout Coyotes. 3:24 remaining in the first half, and David Gross and company wants to talk things over ahead of this 4th and 1 with his team on top 21-6. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the school profiles. We'll begin with the visitors making the trip over from Hampden Academy. Enrollment of 761. John McCallion, the newly appointed athletic director there at Hampden. Susan Thibodeau, the principal. Did you know the Hampden Academy was founded in 1803, making it one of the oldest educational institutions in the state, older than many U.S. states, including our own here in Maine?
Wow.
Now for the story on Old Town. The school to our back here at Victory Field. 546 is the enrollment. Jeremy Bousquet, the AD, Scott Gorn, the principal. During World War II, Milford was home to an Air Force auxiliary airfield operational from 1942 to 1948. It supported training missions from nearby Dow Army Airfield and later served as a survival school site.
Didn't know that either.
The things you learn on Ticket TV. Coyotes back out there on the gridiron, ready for this 4th and 1. Even if they don't pick it up, they pin the Broncos deep in their own territory. Clausen under center, DeGrasse. The single back. He gets the handoff, a little bit of stumble after getting it, but he is able to power his way up through the line. And that should be enough. Referee telling the chain gang to move it up. Needed 1, picked up 4, and a first down for the Coyotes. That last carry was the 11th of this opening half for DeGrasse. He's coming off a 20-carry, 213-yard, 2-touchdown game in their Week 4 win over MCI. 3 minutes and counting here in the first half. Play fake here. Clausen rolling to his left, trying to get around the defender. He cuts it upfield. He's got running room. He's into the end zone, but a flag comes in. The one-on-one blocking out there on the perimeter might cost the Coyotes a touchdown here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it was necessary from the receiver out there either. It's, you're always staying on your block, but...
Yeah, you see the arm wrapped around. Noah Madden doing a nice job of raising his arms up to get the referee's attention as he was being held back there, and take the touchdown off the board, back it up for the Coyotes.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough tackle for the Hampden defender out there in space against Clausen.
He was already running.
There's not going to be many guys that are going to be able to tackle him out in that kind of space with the shiftiness. As you saw, the first guy, he
just lost him in open space.
Crossed over and came back inside for what we thought was going to be a touchdown.
So it's first down from the 11, maybe the 12-yard line for the Coyotes, depending on where that ball is spotted. Again, they try that reverse give. Shands, after a bobble, has it, and he's going backwards, tackled for a loss as Hampden Academy, they were able to get to him in a hurry after the bobbled handoff.
That's the one thing you worry about when you get 3 guys handling the ball, and from the quarterback to the first running back. One guy misses his mark by 2 inches, you run into something like that.
Loss of about 7 on the play. Second down and 17 as Old Town is forced to back it up even more. So from thinking you were in the end zone, capping off what would have been a near perfect first half, especially since that opening drive. Now some work to do here for Old Town. Clausen looking to throw over the middle. Ball tipped up in the air and out of the reach of Bean. Lucky that there was no defender in the area to take that one in the other direction.
Yeah, and if you're Hampden Academy, this is a win if you can hold them without scoring here. You'll take the ball at this bad position down here as long as they're not scoring.
Clausen now 1 for 4 throwing the ball in this first half. 3rd and 17.
You put some zip on it, that's for sure.
It looks like they can get a first down right inside the 1, can't they?
It looks like, yeah. Otherwise, now you'd have the sticks dropped.
Yeah. So 3rd and 16 or 17. Clausen, he'd rather have 6. Pump fake, he's got it in the end zone. Pass is caught, and it's a touchdown. A great double move by Tommy King. And it's the first touchdown pass of the year for Ethan Clausen.
Yeah, just a little hitch and go from the receiver. He acted like he was going to stop and hook, and the DB stopped and froze. Oh.
Full stop there on the turnaround, and a great job to keep his feet in the back of the end zone. Clausen to King. 6 more for the Coyotes.
Yeah, and on the quarterback, he did a nice job of basically shoving his shoulder and showing that he was going to throw to that out route. And when you're a DB, you read your keys, or your receiver back through your tight end or the end of the line back to the quarterback, and you could see the eyes were on the quarterback the whole time and lost his receiver.
Kick on the way, and it is good. 4 for 4. First half on the extra points is Alex Bean, and the Coyotes on top 28-6. Well, since the first 3 plays of this game, it has been all Old Town, 28 unanswered points in a row. And they get the ball back in 1:44 to begin the third quarter. Coyotes, they had 59 points in their Week 4 win over MCI last week, and that certainly seemed to light the spark that they needed offensively, carrying it over into tonight.
And I know the game I watched to prep for this a little bit on the Old Town side was them against Foxcroft, who's a very good team. They had a lot of opportunities in that game to put points on the board. They lost 35-0, but they were 4 or 5 times they were down in the red zone. They just couldn't. They made a mistake, turned it over, couldn't cash in. No doubt they can move the ball. They have the weapons.
This is a Coyote team that averages about 23 points per game. They opened up the year with a 2-point loss at Mondomic Valley, which I believe the Panthers had a big lead in, and Old Town was able to chip away at it and make that thing close at the end. They fell 21-6 to Gardner in week 2 here at Victory Field. That's a Tiger team that we saw what they're capable of last week.
Very good team.
Hampden Academy taking over at the 31-yard line here, and they are in need of some points, at least some positive momentum to carry into the half. Old Town showing pressure. They're bringing it. Throw over the middle. Tipped and intercepted. The Coyotes are going up the other way, and they're taking this one all the way. But there is a yellow flag on the field. Let's see what exactly happened here as the Coyotes celebrate in the end zone. You can hear the disappointment fall over the crowd as the celebration is cut short. And it looks like the Coyotes what we're hearing is this is going to be against Hampden Academy. Yes, defensive holding, penalty declined, pick 6. I say defensive holding, forgetting that Hampden Academy began the play on offense, so the hold was likely made there before the interception. Picked off and taking it to the house for the Coyotes. Can we get another look at that one to see?
I think it was Tommy King, but I could be wrong. It could be Ben King. Now we're at the 5 and 6 numbers. Showing pressure early.
There's the tip and the pick, and yeah, that is number 5. That is Ben King getting in on the action with the pick 6.
Now he's the holder. Versatile.
Well, he saw Tommy score a touchdown and said, I can't be outdone here tonight. Everybody's getting in on the act. 34 unanswered points here in the first half by the Coyotes. Let's make it 35. 5 for 5 is Alex Bean through the uprights, and with 90 seconds remaining in this first half, it is 35-6 Old Town. They have extended this lead in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do. Having possession with 1:44 left is a costly turnover that goes back for a 6.
2 touchdowns in about 15 seconds for the Coyotes. And once again, they get the ball back to begin the second half. Another deep kick fielded at about the 15-yard line. Nice return here out to the 35. That's where the Broncos will begin with 80 seconds now after a couple more ticked off until the half. A reminder coming up at the half, we'll have first half highlights and the unofficial statistics, as well as a look ahead at our upcoming broadcast schedule. Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Moniak in the shotgun formation. He got the scoring started today on his first completion of the game. 75 yards to Gabe Powers, but they have been searching for it since then. There's a throw to the outside and a nice completion across the 45 for a first down.
And that may be some of the routes that are open for Hampden, especially the way Old Town's done a great job staying on top of the receivers. So they're staying basically upfield to the receiver. So just turn and run shorter routes and stop. like hook patterns and curl patterns, outs.
Clock running as we approach a minute remaining here in the first half. Thornwall switches over to Mognac's right. He's got the snap. He's under pressure immediately and dragged down. Flying through for the sack. It's Marcus Cody for his second of the night. Shot through a cannon that time. Just like on his first sack of the night, made up his mind immediately that he was hunting Mognac on that one.
That was a great job by the defensive line. Their responsibility there was to take out the blocker that may pick him up. So they engage him. So the defensive line engages the offensive line instead of trying to go through them. They push him to the inside, open that gap for the linebacker to sprint through.
We got whistles down there on the field and a timeout called by Hampden Academy. 17.2 seconds remaining in this first half of play on Ticket TV. Coverage brought to you in part by Orno and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orno and Callis IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orno and Callis IGA is our hometown proud. You can hear the Coyote Band in the background, keeping up a lively atmosphere here at Victory Field, and the Coyotes doing their part out there on the gridiron as well. 35 unanswered points. Looking to cap off a strong first half right here on second down and very long for the Broncos.
Yeah, and you wonder what this discussion, this timeout was called for. Trying to make something happen or just basically calming down his players. Let's not do anything foolish in this last 17 seconds to turn the ball over, give Old Town another chance here. Or maybe they're scheming.
Now they're going 5 wide, it looks like. Thornwall, though, had to be removed. Looks like he's got an equipment issue, so that's why Mognac's alone in the backfield.
Yeah, that might have been the reason for the timeout, too.
Yeah, taken off a chain by the looks of it. Thornwall coming back onto the field now. .2 seconds remaining here as the Broncos get ready for a second down.
You imagine this is a run play? No.
Yeah, he's looking to throw. Mognac having to get through a couple of rushers and now looking to run, and he'll get wrapped up and dropped after a short gain. A whistle and a flag, it looks like, down there on the field. 5.5 seconds remaining in the first half. We got to see what this is about. Could it be players jumping on the pile after the fact? Yep, that's what it is, a late hit. Personal foul going against the Coyotes here, and with Mognac's arm, if nothing else, the Broncos have a chance to heave this one at the end zone now with 5.5 seconds remaining. Ball spotted on the 43-yard line here. Chance for a Hail Mary at the end of the first half.
And Old Town's just sending the farm every time now.
Mognac throwing it deep. He's got a man down there, but overthrowing the intended receiver. McEwen, 9/10 of a second still on the clock, so they'll get one more look at it. David Gross barking out instructions there, telling his DBs, get back. There's one line you're protecting right now. It is the goal line. One more chance to see if a 43-yard prayer can get answered before the half. Mognac gets the snap. He throws it short over to the boundary. Catch is made there and pushed out of bounds is Trey Collier. That's how the first half will come to an end. The Old Town Coyotes close it out with 35 consecutive points. After an early touchdown strike from Monyauk, got Hampden Academy on the board about 90 seconds in. The Coyotes controlled the first half the rest of the way. 35-6 at the break. Don't go anywhere. Ticket TV halftime show coming up right after this.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Welcome back here to Victory Field. We are at the half where the Coyotes are leading the Hampden Academy Broncos 35-6 here on Ticket TV. This is the Furniture Gallery halftime show. And we'll start it off with a look at our University of Maine fan cam here. A big crowd on hand tonight to see the Coyotes. Hey, even the Coyote right there making a lap around the track at the half. Black Bear Nation, it is football season. UMaine football on the road tomorrow at Bryant. We'll have that game on 92.9 The Ticket. Pre-game at 1:30 with the kickoff at 2. As I was telling you about, the Furniture Gallery halftime show. Exciting news coming to the mid-coast in Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery is opening up their 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. A long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham, with their team ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value that you can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better with the Furniture Gallery. Mark Paulette, Chris Hoare on the call of this one, and let's get the halftime show underway with a look at the first half highlights. All kinds of action coming from the team in black and forest green. This was just a couple of plays into the game. Hampden Academy got it going with a 75-yard touchdown strike, and it looked like the Broncos were the one rolling with Uncle Mo to get it underway here tonight.
Yeah, 3 plays into the game, they're going to be feeling good about how it started for them.
Here you see the blocked punt that would be returned for a touchdown by the Coyotes. Solid punt return up the sideline by Tommy King. He would add a receiving touchdown later in the half, as you see Jay Baines directing the Coyote band over to our left.
believe this is their second defensive score after that punt block.
Yeah, this one is Ben King with the pick six. That was, what did we say, 14 seconds after Tommy scored the touchdown.
Yes.
Ben followed it up with one of his own. It was that kind of first half for the Coyotes tonight here on their home field. Some numbers for you at the break. Very unofficial numbers here that I've done quickly during the course of our replays for Hampden Academy. Moniak throwing the ball. He's completed 5 of 6 in the first half for 108 yards and a touchdown, which in Maine high school football, that's an impressive line right there.
Yeah, and he's under duress most of the time he's throwing it, so he's done a pretty good job at least handling and getting the ball off.
Powers with 3 receptions for 83 yards and that 75-yard touchdown catch. Thornwall running the ball. Again, a good average, 7 carries for 43 yards for the Broncos. Old Town, they're being led by Charlie DeGrasse, 11 carries for 79 yards and a score in that first half. The quarterback, Clausen, 6 carries for 21 yards. He's 2 of 5 throwing the ball for 36 yards and his first touchdown of the season. Bean had a couple of productive touches in there. Alex Bean, he had a catch for 19 yards and a rush for 19 yards. It was Brandon Shands, number 1 with a 13-yard touchdown on an end around, a little reverse play there. The running back handing it off to the wide receiver. And I mentioned on the receiving end of that Clausen touchdown pass, Tommy King with his lone catch there in the first half, a 17-yard touchdown strike, the first passing touchdown of the season for the Old Town Coyotes. Coverage of Ticket TV here tonight brought to you in part by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. We're also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colbrook Road in Herman or at BangorTireCompany.com. And whether playing or watching, football can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hampden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Let's take a look now at our upcoming broadcast schedule on Ticket TV. We've got one more game to bring to you this week. We head back to Cameron Stadium in Bangor tomorrow night, where the John Baptist Crusaders host Maranacook for Class D football. Also happening right now live at 929theticket.com, the Hawks versus the Riverhawks. Herman hosting Skowhegan in a Class BC crossover matchup at Pottle Field. Next week gets underway from the new soccer complex up at the University of Maine, that $27 million stadium opening up last night. The Black Bears playing to a 1-1 draw with Bryant, the first game on the new turf. It'll be the John Baptist girls hosting MDI in Class B soccer there Monday night at 7 right here on Ticket TV. We've got about 7.5 minutes remaining at the half. The Broncos huddled down underneath the scoreboard here. You can see the Coyotes up on the hill in the background of the student section. Victory Field is the home for tonight's contest. We'll take another timeout here at the half, and when we return, we'll get you set up for the second half between the Broncos and the Coyotes, coming up in just a couple of minutes on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Welcome back to Victory Field in Old Town, where the Coyotes are leading the Hampden Academy Broncos by a 35-6 scoreline as we get ready for the second half in about 2.5 minutes. Hampden Academy with a long touchdown strike from Monyauk to Powers, 75 yards on the opening drive of the game, and then the Coyotes responded with 35 straight points on the board to close out that first half, and it'll be Coyotes' ball to get quarter number 3 underway. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your local family-owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. And we're also presented by Darlings in Bangor. They've got you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Well, we have a couple of moments here. Let's show you what's coming up over the weekend on the airwaves of Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. University of Maine Hockey taking on UNH in an exhibition tonight down at Bowdoin College in Brunswick. John Shields and Mike Toole on the call there. Tomorrow we'll have Maine football returning to the Ticket airwaves because Red Sox baseball is over for the season. So Maine football no longer on our sister station 995.7. Back on the Ticket beginning tomorrow. 1:30 the pregame coverage, 2 o'clock kickoff as the Black Bears look to make it 2 CAA wins in a row at Bryant. Maine 1-4, 1-1 in the conference. Bryant 2-3, but 0-2 in CAA play. Then on Sunday, a triple header of NFL action. beginning with the London game, 9:15 a.m. kickoff between the Vikings and the Browns. At 1 o'clock, we'll have Texans at Ravens, Commanders at Chargers at 4, and of course the Patriots, Sunday Night Football this week. They will be over on our sister station, 995.7 WWMJ. Pat's preview beginning at 8:15 with the kickoff right around 8:20 Sunday night in Buffalo. We're just about ready for the kickoff of the second half here in Old Town. It'll be Coyote possession to open up the third quarter. And Chris, if they can go down the field once again and punch it into the end zone, there haven't been too many empty Coyote trips since the first one of the game. But if they're able to do that again, that will mean running clock here with the lead already at 29.
Yeah, if you're Hampden, you certainly don't want that to happen. You want to get it come out. Hopefully your halftime adjustments are going to make an impact in the second half here. Stop Old Town on their first series and try to build some momentum going forward for yourself.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. Also presented by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007 with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. And protect your home from the top down with the AM Construction and Roofing. Serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earned $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project through the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote.
You have ticket number 230973. That's 230973. Come see me at the front of the press box to take your $132.
A little 50-50 raffle to get the second half underway. $132, a healthy pot that the winner's walking away with tonight. Little pooch kick here, a short one, it's bobbled, and the Broncos jump on it. They catch the Coyotes napping to open the second half. And the onsides kick sets up Hampden Academy with a short field here in quarter 3.
Well, that's the momentum for you right there to start. That's such a tough one to catch if you're not expecting it.
That was offensive lineman, too, Donovan Davis for the Coyotes that was in the catching role there.
That ball had some spin on it, too, and if you're going to your knees to try and catch it and you're a lineman, it's never going to be a good combination.
We got 2 footballs on the field, so that has to get straightened out. Get the kicking ball off the field and the offensive one out there for Monyauk and company. Looking to start off the second half the same way they did in the first, which was a 75-yard touchdown strike. A couple of plays into this one. Thornwall with a nice run up the gut. And he's better than halfway there on first down.
A good call. Get the ground game established here. You can't give up on it. You buy some time for your quarterback, too.
In 5 for Thornwall, who has now 48 yards on 8 carries tonight.
Yeah, and Hampden just hasn't run a lot of plays either. They've never really established any kind of drive.
Thornwall to the left of Monyauk. He's got it again here on second down, trying to push his way towards the sticks. And coming up about a yard and a half short. Third down and 1 here for the Broncos on their first drive of the second half. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. Thornwall a deep.
Old Town's coming.
Solo back. This time he's got the hand right up through the teeth of that rush. And a first down with plenty behind it.
It's almost like they kind of knew what Old Town was going to do on that third down play is send the backers. Looked like they went through the B gap on both sides of the center, or outside the center, and Hampden just ran a play right up the middle, so they'd run right by him. Might have been that little trap play they ran early in the first half.
Gain of 8 right up the gut for a fresh set of downs. Moniak's got it here. He's looking to throw, and that one a little behind his intended target.
A good play, play action, backside slant. Just couldn't connect, a little behind the receiver.
Looking for Ashton O'Rourke. Ashton, 5 receptions for 72 yards on the season coming into the contest tonight. Actually, 8 catches after having 3 for 34 last week. So he's got 8 for 106 for the year. There's a give to Thornwall, and a flag dropped on the ground as that ball was being snapped. So a nice run up the sideline there for the Hampden back, who gets crunched out of bounds, but we got to see what happened in the backfield.
False start.
Illegal formation, illegal motion, false start, something happening back there that you can't be doing before the snap.
And once again, that's a play killer. It was a good pickup by Hampden on that run by Thornwall, and they're going backwards.
Illegal procedure on Hampden. That 5-yard penalty will make it 2nd down and 15 for the Broncos.
2nd and 15, 2 minutes and 1 second into the third quarter. At Hillside Athletics, they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. Two receivers near side, 2 at the top for the Broncos. Moniak looking to throw to the far sideline. Catch is made over there. A nice cut inside and going all the way to the house. Taking it the distance, Julian McEwen.
That's another one of those plays where it was a stop route versus trying to get the guy in motion, and it was off play action, so he had just enough time to get it off, and he had a receiver that was just at a stationary stance, and Old Town playing up above him smartly. Couldn't make the tackle coming back.
Nearly a 40-yard touchdown strike, the second of the night for Moniak. First catch for McEwen. Fifth touchdown pass this season for Moniak, and the Broncos looking for 2 here. A turn and a give to Thornwall as a flag flies. He gets stuffed at the line. And chances are this one's against the Broncos as they're walking off the field.
Yeah, they set up in their power I, just going straight forward, and no disguise on that play. They were just trying to run power, and Old Town was up to the task.
Officially a 40-yard touchdown pass, Moniak to McEwen. So that breaks the stretch of 35 consecutive points scored by the Coyotes, who now lead at 35-12. 2 minutes and 13 seconds into this third quarter.
Now, the last time this happened, which happened to be in the first half, they woke up the sleeping giant of Old Town, who went on a 35-0 run there of points. So we'll see if that happens or if Hampden can build upon this momentum.
Yeah, the Broncos are real good at scoring on those opening drives of the half. A 75-yard touchdown strike to begin the game, a 40-yard touchdown strike here to begin the second half. And, of course, it was after recovering an onside kick there because We've been saying going back all the way to the end of the second quarter that the Coyotes received the ball to open up half number 2. We have a flag on the field because the Coyotes have 12 players on the field in this kickoff formation.
I tell you, that's the hardest thing as a coach. You got a special teams coach that's supposed to be organizing the guys before it happens. Like on third down, you get your punt team over on the sideline ready. You get your special teams, you huddle up, you make sure you count. But when someone gets injured, it has to take themselves out because they were just on the field, and they don't tell the coach, they tell their replacement. And it's you got to be tight and organized in order to make sure it works out right.
Donovan Davis, the Coyote who had the onside kick ricochet off him, the player making his way off the field here as this kick is moved up 5 yards now to the 45-yard line. After that, now we get the kick. They're going for an onside kick again. The Coyotes took a chance there. They came up and touched it. The ball might still be loose. Hampden saying they have it again. They're celebrating like they do, and the Broncos come out of the pack with the football. It's McEwen who just scored the long touchdown, and the Hampden Academy Broncos are 2 for 2 on onside kicks. And this one, Chris, didn't need to be touched because it didn't travel the 10 yards.
Yeah, that's just a play that you probably don't talk enough about because it doesn't happen enough. Is you got to let the ball come to you. You don't need to jump ahead because if it doesn't make it to you, it's a fault. I mean, it's just down. But
so
putting yourself in that spot, the ball's coming at you. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to jump on it and save my team. It wasn't like he was trying to run with it. He was just trying to jump on it. And crazy bounce.
I have never in my life seen a team recover 2 consecutive onside kicks. That's what the Hampden Academy Broncos have done here to open up the second half. Trailing by still 3 scores, 23-point margin there as that pass bounces to its intended target. Well, not the beginning to the third quarter that the Coyotes or the home fans here tonight were expecting. It is a lot more quiet out there right now than it was at any other point during that first half.
Yeah, and if you're Old Town, Hampden, you could establish a little bit of a drive here. You keep an Old Town offense off the field and you finish with points. That's the momentum you need to keep carrying forward.
Monyauk, 2 receivers split to either side. He hands it to Thornwall up the middle, hard running, and a short gain as he's brought down by a couple of Coyotes. Michael Carroll, junior linebacker, in on the tackle. Third down and 9 here for the Broncos after an incompletion on first down. The Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters, all ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at thefitchcompany.com. Third down and 9. Let's see what the Broncos dial up. Monyauk looks to throw. He's throwing it. Far sideline, pass caught, having to get to the sticks, and Trey Collier shoved out. It looked to be just shy. Well, he wasn't actually shoved out because the clock's still running. And it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, this is going to be a no-brainer for Hampden. They got to go for it.
4th down and 1 after a pickup of 8.
And they're going from under center here. It's something they haven't done a whole lot of.
Thornwall in the backfield. Deep drop there from Monyauk. They give it to Thornwall up the middle. He's got the yard and a few more. Tackled down inside the Coyote 35 as this drive will continue for the Broncos.
Yeah, good looking play, just straight ahead power football. No lead block or anything, just relying on your line and your power running.
Mognac positions Thornwall to his right. Ooh, and a little miscommunication there after the repositioning. Mognac running for his life now over by the Bronco sideline. He cuts it upfield, lowers his shoulder, and gets a nice gain out of it.
A little Josh Allen-esque there.
That was.
I'm not stepping out of bounds. I'm not sliding. I'm just going to try and run you over.
Gavin Mognac getting a healthy gain of 8 on first down, where it looked like the Coyotes might drop him for a 3rd sack of the night.
5 on the run and 3 on the barrel over the
yeah. 15 rushing yards so far tonight for Mognac. 7 of 9 throwing the ball for a couple of touchdowns. Better than 150 yards through the air in this one. 5 minutes into this 3rd quarter, and the Hampden Academy Broncos looking to chip away at this deficit. Here's a pitch to Thornwall. He gets to the corner, and he gets stuck right there near the sticks. Did he get to the line to gain? No, he did not. 3rd down and less than a yard. Third and less than a yard from the Coyote 24-yard line. Old Town has yet to possess the ball in the second half. A give to Thornwall in the second effort is going to get him the 1st down. Old Town contacted him behind the line of scrimmage, but he kept the legs churning and carried a couple Coyotes over the marker.
Yeah, that's just tough running and determination. He wasn't going to get pulled down until he got that 1st down.
Short gain of 3 for the Hampden back. Carried the ball 7 times in the first half. He's already carried the ball 7 times in the opening 6 minutes of this 3rd quarter. This drive much more methodical by the Broncos, who a little more than 20 yards away from the end zone, all of a sudden find themselves back in this one. Mognac keeps it on the keeper. He breaks a tackle and finally gets pushed out down inside the 10-yard line. Another nice run there by the Hampden QB.
Yeah, the other thing that's happening with this, the fact that they're establishing the run, is now Old Town's pushing guys up a little closer to the line of scrimmage, which is going to open up play action, and that deep ball that they've been trying to hit on may be there.
Pickup of about 13 for Mognac. He's run for 21 yards on this drive. And his team is positioned with a 1st and goal. 5:41 left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Hampden Academy has possessed it for the entirety of the 3rd quarter so far. The double men in motion. Nobody noticed it.
They can still move as long as they reset, yeah.
Okay, reset. Give to Thornwall. Thornwall coming around the edge and gets pushed into the end zone. Easy run in there for the Hampden back. And Hampden is clawing their way back into this one.
I thought Tommy King was going to get him here on the outside, but kind of over-pursued. And Thornwall, like I said, he can put his foot in the ground and then just turn upfield. There he goes.
So the Broncos fortunate there that both players got reset. I made the little noise because it looked like the receiver on this side had a little CFL action in him almost, like he was turning upfield. But
well, you'll see a lot of teams, and it's easier when they're going the same direction. Like you'll have a what they call an H-back and a slot guy. They'll start on one side and all of a sudden they'll motion to the other side together. But when they're going the same
at each
running
other
towards each other, that's usually not a good sign.
Here's a give to Thornwall right up the middle and untouched into the end zone. 2-point conversion, good for the Broncos. And this is a 2-score game. 15 points the difference now. It was 35-6 to open the quarter. And that's what a back-to-back onside kick recoveries will do for you.
So if you're Old Town, you're organizing yourself right now for that kick. You're telling you guys, stay back, make sure it goes. If it goes 10, get on it. Don't try to pick it up. Don't try to scoop and score. Belly on it.
If you're Hampden, do you flip the field and try to pooch it to the other side? Do you kick it deep after converting those last 2? How are you attacking this one?
See, I don't know if they have a – some teams don't have a deep game at all. When I was coaching, there was a couple teams that they'd set the ball on the tee sideways, and every kick was a squig kick. They weren't trying to get onside. They were just trying to kick that sidewinder that if it went 30 yards, great. If it hit a lineman in the front, even better.
Yep.
I don't know if they really have it, but, you know, you might as well keep going to the well until it dries up.
We'll see how this one works out for the Broncos. Can they make it 3 for 3 here to open up quarter number 3? This one again, onside kick, a little knuckler, and did that get 10 yards? I think it did.
I don't think it
now
got
the
10
flag
yards.
came in, and the Broncos celebration is going to get cut short. It was close, but that first player to touch the ball, as we take another look here, came in and just got his hands on it inches before midfield. That was very close.
Yeah.
That was very close on our replay of being on top of that red line. A discussion here taking place. You see the discussion taking place there. Hampden is making their case that they recovered it, and based on the reaction of the sidelines, they're being told that they touched it early. See if we can get Callan to show us that replay
again,
one more time.
I think it was right at 10.
That looked to be, by the naked eye, live, that looked to be right at 10.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe he got it a couple inches early there. It was close, though. Having to figure out where the missing Hampden Academy football is. Clock has been running this whole time as well. Not sure how much time has come off of it. So that's going to have to be fixed as it continues to run. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. And for home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it, try the Farmer's Table, 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. Clock reset here to 5:32. So about a minute and a half added back on as the Coyotes take possession for the first time in this third quarter. And they were at most 2 or 3 inches away from still not making it back out there offensively.
Old Town's offense finally gets on the field.
There's a give to DeGrasse. DeGrasse tackled in the backfield. Hampden Academy swarming to the football. It's the first negative run tonight by DeGrasse on his 12th carry. He had 11 attempts for 79 yards and a touchdown in the opening half.
Yeah, Hampden's playing inspired football right now. They had nothing to lose coming out of the half, 35-6.
Clausen under center for this second down, a turn and a give. DeGrasse trying the counter, and he's got nothing. Gain of maybe a yard back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be third and long for the Coyotes. Well, if nothing else, the minute and a half that's run off the clock here while the Coyotes have had possession of the football has to seem like an eternity there after watching the Broncos go up and down the field for the first half of this third quarter.
Yeah, I think if you're Old Town, if it goes to a fourth down, I think you might as well play it.
Ball right at midfield ahead of this third and long. Clausen looking to throw over the middle, deep and almost picked. Over the head of his intended receiver, it was Logan Powers rising up. And he had that ball go through his hands in the secondary.
Well, they're going to punt it. At least the formation says that.
It's Clausen to handle the kicking duties,
which always makes it a threat.
He will kick it away, and he sends a good one into the air. Picked up right around the 15, getting through the first tackle, and a nice return up to about the 30 that time from Julian McEwen.
He's shifty.
That's where the Broncos will take over. Oh, but we got another flag on the field because we're here in a legal formation against the Coyotes. 5 in the backfield on that punting formation. And after that kick, even with the return, I have to imagine Robinson Saintard's going to want to do it again.
Yeah. Especially because McEwen's got the talent that...
to break one.
Exactly. And those are the kicks to the best of field. They're the ones that land short and bounce because you're catching it with your eyesight at the team coming at you versus staring up into the sky and catching it and then having to pick up the defense.
Normally is an advantage to the receiving team anytime the kicking game gets a little dirty and things get thrown out of sequence. Or
I think they're close to being offsides there too.
There's another nice kick here from Clausen. This one's caught in the air, waiting for some blocks to set up, but they're not coming. The Coyotes get down there, and I think the Broncos are actually going to lose a couple of yards after that decision. Another good punt by Clausen, and great team tackling by the punt coverage team for the Coyotes.
Yeah, once you catch it that far out from the hash to the numbers, your best opportunity to get anything is just take it straight up the field where you are. Trying to go back against all the way to the other side of the field. Pursuit's just too tough to get by.
3:33 remaining in the third quarter as the Broncos take over, down by 2 scores. This was a 35-6 game at the half. A Mognac 40-yard touchdown strike and a Thornwall 8-yard touchdown run has closed that gap. Mognac starts this drive with a pitch over to Thornwall. Thornwall gets the corner and he gets a first down.
There's no hesitation to his running style. He just goes.
A 12-yard pickup on first down for the Broncos. Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, is located at 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag. They provide guaranteed service at a fair price. Check them out, knowltonautomotive.net. Thornwall on his left hip. He gets the hand. Trying to push that pile for a short gain out across the 40-yard line. It looks like
another flag.
Yep, more laundry on the field. The flags have been flying tonight at Victory Field. Both teams pointing in the opposite direction. And illegal helmet-to-helmet contact going against the Coyotes. That is 15 yards as you see the stripes marking it off.
Huh.
Eric O'Connell called for the guilty. Actually, that was 55, Michael Carroll, the guilty party.
I think you're going to see Mognac keep one of these balls after faking the handoff at some point because they've really keyed in on Thornwall, rightfully so. I think it's going to be open here at one point for Mognac to
pitch to Thornwall this time around the edge. More good blocking. He lowers his shoulder, and another Bronco first down. After that gain, David Gross has seen enough from his defense. He calls a Coyote timeout with 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. Broncos on the move, trailing by 15. Will take the timeout as well. Back here to Victory Field just after this on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get Luked, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town after the Coyote timeout. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Looking to make this a one-score ball game.
And look, Old Town's stacking the box now so that there may be a deep route or a play action open.
Mognac keeps it. He looks to throw, and that ball got tipped down at the line.
Well, there was that play action.
Looked like Shane's over there from his linebacker position, outside linebacker, tipping that one to the grass.
Yeah, athletic play, used his reach.
You mentioned those, or the potential for a Mognac keeper. We saw that earlier in this third quarter, go around the far sideline for a 13-yard gain and set up Thornwall's 8-yard touchdown run. 2nd down and 10 with 2:45 frozen on the clock. Back to Thornwall here. And dragged down. Inside the 40. Will be 3rd down and about medium after a gain of 5 or 6. He has been busy in this third quarter.
Yeah, his white uniform is not so white anymore. He's
7 carries in the first half, 11 here so far in the second. Mognac will fake it. There's that keeper you were calling for, Chris. Trying to get outside. He lowers his shoulder and runs right through the first defender to pick up the first down. Gavin Mognac nodding his head after that contact, saying, yeah, come try to tackle me.
He's a tall frame. He's not a big, thick frame, at least that you can tell here, but he plays great with his pads. Gets down to the right level. And
he's kept the ball 5 times in this game now for a total of 30 yards, so he's averaging 6 yards a run. 3 carries for 33 yards in this second half, so he's bumped that average up to 11 here in the third quarter. Return to Thornwall up the middle here, and a short gain. About 2 yards on the first down take.
That's pretty good vision just to get the 2 yards, because the play was supposed to be run outside the tackle on this side. And as soon as he got the handoff, he had like one step and saw it was over. There was nothing there. He turned back to basically the direction he came from and was able to get up the field. He's just trying to get positive yards every time he runs, which makes him a tough running back.
Mognac play action. He's looking to throw, zipping it over to the sticks, and a first down. That was pretty on a line over there. O'Rourke with his first catch of the game.
He threw it right when he turned out of the break. O'Rourke did a great job catching with his hands too. That makes a big difference. You don't try to let the ball get into your body.
Timeout on the field with 28.1 seconds remaining. And maybe just an issue of a wrong spot. Clock running again. Give to Thornwall. Thornwall up the middle. He loses the ball into the end zone, through the end zone, and that is a touchback. As the ball squirts through the corner of the end zone on the far side of the field, Thornwall can't believe it, hands on head as he was trying to extend it towards the goal line. And instead of the Broncos making this a one-score game, it's Coyote football at the 20. What a turn of events here late in the third quarter.
Is it Kaysen? I can't read the last name on the print so small, but he came in and put his helmet right on the football, knocked it out of his hands.
Great play there defensively, much needed by the Old Town Coyotes. $18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter as Old Town takes over with the football. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by American Made Home Goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor inside the Rennie's Plaza. American Made Home Goods, where American made matters. Here's a gift to DeGrasse and a nice hole to run through. Tripped up after a healthy first yard gain, and will make it second and medium to begin the fourth quarter. There's the horn on the third. A very interesting third quarter. Hampden Academy, a couple of recovered onside kicks, 2 touchdowns, and then a fumble through the end zone as they were driving for a third. After 3, Old Town 35, Hampden 20. The fourth quarter comes up next on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, Coyote possession. Second down and about 4 after a gain of 6 on first down by DeGrasse. The final play of the third quarter. Old Town with possession after a Hampden Academy fumble through the end zone resulted in a touchback. Here DeGrasse takes it outside, and he's got the first down tackled right on top of the stick itself. So move those sticks. It'll be a first down for the Coyotes. Apparently his momentum was stopped inbounds as the clock runs here. First and 10 on the 25-yard line. Clausen back into shotgun formation. DeGrasse at his left hip, and Clausen taking a couple of peeks back at the scoreboard there to see that winding clock. Maybe waiting for the referee to start the count as well. Try to milk as much of the play clock as they can. Fake pitch here. Clausen cuts it upfield. He's got a nice little path to run through and a first down for the Coyotes.
Yeah, another well-designed play of deception that fake the pitch to the left. Get a lead blocker up the hole for Clausen, he's explosive when he goes through.
That's his first carry of the second half just because of how little time the Coyotes have had with the football. If you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center, where good times roll, and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor or online at backalley.restaurant.com. Fresh set of downs here for Old Town, in front by 15 with 10 minutes and 35 seconds here remaining on their home field, looking for a second win in a row. This time Clausen gets strung out. He slips the tackle, cuts it back inside, all the way back across the field to the far side. A late hit comes in as he has his helmet ripped off at the end of the play. And let's see how this gets sorted. It's a gain of about 7 on the run by Clausen, and 2 or 3 flags on the field. He comes out of there fired up.
Looked like 2 Hampden players that tried to make the tackle hit their heads together too. It looked like 91 maybe. And
yeah, face mask is the call, so another 15 yards on the end of that run. It'll turn out to be a 22-yard net. So Clausen picking up 20 yards on his last 2 carries. He gets 15 yards worth of penalty yardage in there as well, and all of a sudden the Coyotes have the ball in Hampden Academy territory on the 35-yard line here for a 1st and 10. Clausen is asking the clock to run, and he gets it. Hand off to DeGrasse. DeGrasse coming around the edge now into the middle of the field, and another nice run on 1st down here for the Coyotes.
I think that's the first time I've seen a player talk the official into running the clock.
Yeah, get the clock started.
Sure, I will.
7 yards on the 1st down run there for Charlie. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trabeau is a licensed and fully insured master electrician ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers like RT Electrical. On Facebook or call 694-1564 today. Back under center goes Clausen. And a flag flies.
Is he offensive encroachment again?
And it's been the popular call tonight. Referee coming in to check the number and back up the Coyotes by 5. Once again, right tackle lined up in the neutral zone. That's Griffin Faulkner. Actually, he's the tight end. So back them up by 5 and make it 2nd and 8 now. Clausen into the shotgun. They give it on the reverse to Shands, and Shands has a hole to run through into the 2nd level and all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
He gained some ground really quickly. He's a long strider. He's kind of exploded once he got into a straight line.
Brandon Shands with a pickup of 30 down to the 5-yard line. He had a 13-yard touchdown run off that exact play in the first half. This was just the drive that the doctor ordered for the Coyotes with the way that that third quarter went to Hampden Academy. 1st and goal on the 5. Clausen under center and patiently waiting.
He's waiting
to use every second he's got. He's waiting to see that arm come out with the count.
Exactly.
Hands on his hips. Count begins. He gets under center. And to give to DeGrasse. DeGrasse working right side all the way into the end zone, but a late flag comes in. We'll have to see what happened here. DeGrasse is trying to signal it himself, say that he was getting yanked on the face mask. And it appeared so there as his head got ripped backwards on his way to the end zone. DeGrasse is going to have himself a 5-yard touchdown, his 2nd 5-yard touchdown run of the night. You hear there the reaction from the call making its way to the crowd. The 5 or 6 naked Coyotes running through the lower level of the bleachers. And another chance at an extra point attempt here for Alex Bean, who is a perfect 5 for 5 so far. As of now, it's 110 points on the board the last 2 weeks for the Coyotes. Nice job handling that snap and getting it down for Bean to put through the uprights. Who'd you say that was? Ben King doing the holding duties?
Yeah. He's a toe kicker, and he gets it square every time.
King is now, Bean now 6 for 6, and the Old Town lead back to 22 with 8:17 remaining. Referees, a little bit of a huddle here, and the Coyotes are going to get an extra 15 behind them to start off this kick. Yeah, that should advance the ball beyond midfield, right?
Yes.
To where they're going to be kicking this from?
Yeah, I think Old Town just is so used to going to set up on the 40.
And with the leg that Bean has, they're still moving him up. And now they're moving him back because they realized where they were on the field. Bean is trying to tell him the 45-yard line is actually back here. He's found it. It appears the refs have decided that he's right.
Now that it's all sorted out, let's see what happens here.
He shouldn't have a problem putting this one in the end zone the way he was booting it in the first half. There's the run-up and the kick, and that thing is sailing through the back of the end zone.
And Hampden knew it to begin with. Not one of those guys turned.
No.
I think they saw when he ran up to it, they weren't going to move.
Just watched it go over their heads and through the back of the end zone. 8:17 remaining as Mognac and the Bronco offense comes back onto the field.
Let's not forget, Hampden had a great drive the last time. They had just fumbled in the end zone.
Yeah.
Kind of deflated their balloon a little bit on the run they had going.
They recovered 2 straight onside kicks to open up the half, scored on both those possessions, came an inch or 2 away from recovering another onside kick. Then they had that fumble go through the end zone, so this game could be a lot closer than that 22-point scoreline you see right now with 8 minutes remaining. Mognac, a give to Thornwall up the middle, and he runs into a wall of Coyote defenders. Loss of 1 on first down.
Thornwall with a 1-yard loss to be second down and 11 for Hampden.
Serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years, it's auto radiator services for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554. Stop by 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. And if you want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare, Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mognac rolling out to his left and looking to throw. Underthrowing his intended target of McEwen to bring up third down and long.
Yeah, it's a tough pass for him to throw that deep, especially as the big a drop as he took, and he's running to his left with the right hand trying to throw back. It's a tough throw.
Looking for trucks or heavy equipment? Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators, buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit hildrethstreetauto.com today. And Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Mognac looking to throw. He goes to the single coverage up top, and that is broken up. Good defense by Charlie DeGrasse to break up that third down attempt.
You know, once again, the Old Town staying on top of their receiver so they can make a break forward on the ball instead of playing shoulder to shoulder. And
4th and 11 backed up on their own 19. Hampden Academy opting to punt here with Monyac leaving the field. And we get another flag on the field before a play begins. Only about the 12th time that that's happened tonight.
I think he picked it up.
He is picking it up and waving it off.
I think they thought they had 12, but someone did get off the sideline.
From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all your favorite toppings. Gets a bounce across midfield, but it went up and caught a piece of the Hampden Academy player. A little bit of confusion out there as it looked like one Coyote wanted to take the advantage, take the opportunity to pick up the ball and run. However, it's going to be spotted up closer to midfield after it was touched down there by the Broncos. 6:42 remaining in this one. Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 40 years. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured, call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. And Bucksport Hannaford wants to support their local student athletes this fall. They're proud to cheer on their community's teams and make their season a success. Hannaford proud to be part of their community. Coyotes begin this drive at their own 41-yard line, looking to salt off the final 6:42 and make it back-to-back wins. Under first-year head coach David Gross, they were a 3-5 team a year ago. As DeGrasse has all kinds of running room around the corner and a gain of 11 for a first down. Nope, flag. This one's coming back after a hold against the Coyotes. We'll make it 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10 on the other side of midfield. Keith Stevens, junior lineman, called for the penalty. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice. We're also brought to you on Ticket TV by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. First down and 20. Clock starts winding for the Coyotes. We'll counter give here to DeGrasse up the middle. And a nice run, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 12 after a gain of 8. Well, we have a moment. We'll show you the schedules for these two teams after this one on the other side of this play, starting off with the visitors from Hampden Academy. No, we'll show it to you right now. A trip to Foxcroft Academy next Friday, a home game against Foxcroft Academy next Friday night at 7, followed by a trip to Greeley the following Friday, also at 7. Around the corner comes Alex Bean for a first down run. Did they give it to him, or did they mark it just short? It looks like they're marking it just short of the line to gain. Called a gain of 11.
They're going to pull the chains out. Oh, no, they're going to move them.
Yeah, they gave him the extra yard. Call it 12. Why not? Round up. You can call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery has been offering custom blind shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings for over a century in downtown Bangor, 105 Main Street. Clausen waiting until he gets the count as this game dips under 5 minutes remaining. Sends a man in motion. And a give to DeGrasse right up the middle. Now trying to bounce it outside, dragged down after a short gain of about 3.
Charlie DeGrasse for a 3-yard gain that brings up 2nd down and 7.
DeGrasse carried the ball 20 times in the Coyotes' Week 4 win. He's handled the rock 19 times here tonight.
Yeah, big second half for him, both in carries and yardage.
Counter give there up the middle by the Coyotes, getting a little closer to the first down before being lifted off his feet. Try to see who that was in there. I believe that was Shands on the carry.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Pickup of about 4. Oh, they give it to DeGrasse. Shands had the ball in his hand, but I guess we'll go with the score. Your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture, it's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Turn and a give to DeGrasse. He is near the marker. 3rd and short. Did he get the distance? Let's see. No, they flip it to 4. But they spot it inside the 40. It's going to be 4th and inches here for the Coyotes. Fourth and as short as it can get with 2:40 and counting here from Victory Field. And they got him to jump. Clausen goes to the hard count. He draws the Broncos off sides and a free first down here for the Coyotes.
That's pretty good discipline by Old Town. No matter how much you practice that and you tell them that we're going to do that, it doesn't always pan out. I mean, you work on them in practice. They call them get-offs where you've got a football on a stick and you're working on hard counts and you're just focusing on moving the ball and waiting till the ball snaps. And you still hear the cadence, you want to jump.
Fresh set of down for the Coyotes, leading this one by 22. For over 5 decades, Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Here's another give to DeGrasse, and he's got all kinds of room, cutting it outside and swung down around the 20-yard line. Pickup of 15.
And a couple extra twirls when he goes back to the huddle dizzy.
Coyotes were looking for a flag, maybe a late hit.
1, 2.
Yeah, Thornwall coming in there and jumping on him on the ground.
Charlie DeGrasse with a 15-yard run and an Old Town Coyote first down.
Clock running as we approach 2 minutes remaining. Old Town player being sent off due to a little blood on the arm, it would appear. Alex Bean being told that he had to head over to the sideline and clean up the elbow a little bit. First and 10 here for the Coyotes. And we got timeout called by Hampden with 1:43 remaining in the contest. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Back here, or do we need to? Getting a quizzical look from our director. We don't need to take a timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Saying, what are you trying to do? Just get this one through. There's 1:43 remaining. No need to take any extra breaks, so instead I'll tell you about Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Ticket TV coverage also presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning. Others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. And we're presented by Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise on Outer Broadway in Bangor has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com today. A 1:43 is all that separates the Coyotes from a second win in a row. Hampden Academy fought hard there in the third quarter. They were down 35-6 at the break, and at one point almost cut this to a one-score game, if not for a fumble through the end zone that resulted in a touchback. Another timeout here taken by Hampden Academy. That was a gain of 10 on the run. Is that DeCraft, the ball carrier?
Yes. This game feels like it's about a 3-hour game. Is that where we're
I
at?
think that's
Between
where we're
the
at, actually.
penalties and yeah.
This one is dragged on here tonight.
I know I've yawned a couple times. It wasn't because it's boring. And the more you think about it, the more you do it.
The other game tonight on Ticket TV has gone final over in Herman. The Hawks defeating the Skowhegan Riverhawks 38-14. So Herman now 5-0 on the season. Looking to be one of the stronger teams here in Class C. Undefeated at the top of the standings.
You could see that program building for years to get to this point. And really, really good foundation of youth out in Herman, and we're all excited about playing football.
Clausen back under center here. A turn and a give to DeGrasse. DeGrasse into a crowd and getting a little closer to the goal line down there in search of a third touchdown tonight. A minute remaining here, and the clock is running. Second down, the Coyotes could just kneel this one to a victory. Let's see how they handle this. Do they want another score, or do they just want to see through the win? Clausen gets the count, and now a whistle flies with 40.4 seconds remaining. I wonder what this one could be, Chris.
Yeah, offensive encroachment.
I have never seen that call made as many times as we have tonight. Coyotes having to back it up by 5 after the popular call of the game is made once more.
That may be something that they work on for a good 15-minute segment in their practices with the O-line goes off separately and they work on, blocking technique and hitting the pads and all that. They may be just working on the slowest part of practice, getting in and out of your stance and aligned.
And the clock is stopped again as the Broncos have called their final timeout with 23.2 seconds remaining ahead of a third down and very short.
It's a timeout Hampden, but the coaches and players are not getting together, so I'm not really sure if they're.
Final timeout called by the Broncos. Not quite sure what the purpose of that one was.
I guess the mindset that you can't take them home with you, so.
Might as well spend them. David Gross sends his troops back out there one more time tonight. Shotgun formation here for the Coyotes. Doesn't look like they're dropping to a knee with 23
really
left.
Victory formation that they talk about.
A keep here, almost a bobble. And Clausen's going to get dropped in the backfield for a loss of about a yard.
So whatever Hampden said in that timeout was very effective.
Yep, and they got the point home. And that will be the end of this one. David Gross is calling his team off the field as the final seconds wind down, and the Old Town Coyotes make it 2 in a row. 59 points last week, 42 tonight, as they beat the Hampden Academy Broncos by 22 to improve to 2-3. Hampden falls to 0-5. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show is coming up right after this on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Welcome back here to Victory Field, where the Old Town Coyotes defeat the Hampden Academy Broncos 42-20. Second win in a row for the Coyotes as the Broncos fall to 0-5 on the season. We welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street and Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. All right, let's get the post-game show underway, Chris, with a look at the highlights presented by Next Home Experience. Plenty of highlights from this one. Moniak early in the game here. This was just a couple of plays into the contest. Airing it out for Powers for a 75-yard touchdown down the sideline less than 2 minutes into the contest.
Yeah, Hampden was feeling great at this point, and 3 plays in, and Old Town not so good on their home game.
There's one of the touchdowns tonight for DeGrasse, powering his way in. This is the blocked punt that Old Town's Isaiah Page would scoop up and take 31 yards to the house. Coyotes also had a pick 6 in this contest from Ben King, scoring on offense, defense, and special teams. All 3 phases, Bill Belichick would be oh so proud.
Complete game.
Nice return up the sideline there by Tommy King. He had a touchdown reception in this one.
This may be it.
I was going to say, this is the reverse. Shane. This is Shane's touchdown scamper, getting over the goal line there. Part of the first half avalanche for the Coyotes. This might be the passing touchdown.
Yes.
Little double
stop
move.
And go, yep. Great ball. Get it up so the receiver can get under it. It's one of the few he doesn't throw on a line.
Yep. Lofting it in there. Moniak, he had a nice game at the quarterback position for the Broncos, but here is that pick 6.
Yeah, that was the first half for him was a lot like that. Backpedaling, throwing off his back foot, didn't get much protection. Second half was a lot better. They established the run with Thornwall and a lot more stationary routes like that where he wasn't trying to throw to a receiver on the run.
McHugh in there, taking it 40 yards to the house for his score, and this is where the comeback bid ended for the Broncos. Thornwall. Oh, no, sorry, this
might have been the first.
This was his first touchdown there. I thought this was the fumble through the end zone. 2-point conversion here as he punches it in, and at that time, the Hampden Academy Broncos had recovered 2 onside kicks to open up the second half. That's the third that the referee said was touched just short, and you can see how close it was there to midfield. That's where the game flipped, and DeGrasse here.
There's so many components to this game that you forget about. That's right, there was 2 onside kicks that covered, and then 2 special team or 2 defensive touchdowns, and there's a lot of things that happened in this game.
It was a long one here tonight as we're approaching 10 o'clock. We will make this a quick post-game show so that all involved can get out of Victory Field tonight. Only thing we have to do, Chris, is award the play of the game and the player of the game. Where do you want to go for this one?
Wow, it was pretty balanced for Old Town.
I'd say either the blocked punt or the pick 6.
I'd say the pick 6. That came off a tipped ball, and it's good concentration.
Take another look at it.
Ben King.
Both Kings scoring touchdowns tonight. Tommy with a TD reception. Ben with a pick 6, taking it back about 35 yards to the house.
Minute and a half left in the first half.
Pick 6 there is our play of the game presented by Quirk Auto Group. Time now to present the player of the game. And Chris, I think this one goes to Charlie DeGrasse. Old Town running back, 24 carries, 13 in the second half. He had 149 yards, a couple of touchdowns in this one. And the Coyotes were just able to rip off chunk gains because of what he was providing up the middle.
Yeah, he great tough runner. Gets the extra yards. He works hard, and they're such a balanced team. Shen scores twice, he scores twice. DeGrasse, Clausen, there's a lot of weapons for them, and he was certainly the leader today.
Player of the Game is presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. It's the place to be and the official sports grill of Ticket TV. You can also order takeout at herosportsgrill.com. One game remains this week, and that is coming up tomorrow night at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the John Babs Crusaders play host to Maranacook for Class D football. And then next week, we are up at the new $27 million soccer facility on the campus of the University of Maine for that contest Monday night between the Crusader girls and the MDI Trojans. Kickoff at 7. Only thing left to do now is give credit to our Ticket TV crew around the grounds here at Victory Field. Callum Bryant punching the ones and twos, directing this thing. Kim Mitchell, the assistant director, also running the scoreboard. RJ Novio, our camera crew of one. And Chris Hoare joining me on the broadcast for the call of this 42-20 victory for the Old Town Coyotes. Old Town improves to 2-3 on the year. The Broncos of Hampden Academy fall to 0-5. One more game coming up this week on Ticket TV tomorrow night in Bangor. Until then, I'm Mark Paulette saying so long. This has been Class C high school football on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Town East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.